If you've been wrongfully terminated, you may feel frustrated, angry, and unsure of what to do next. But what many people don't realize is that in North Carolina, you may be entitled to compensation, or what's legally referred to as recoverable damages for the harm you've suffered. Recoverable damages are designed to make you whole again, or as close to it as possible after being illegally fired. These damages fall into several key categories. The first type of compensation you can seek is back pay. Back pay covers the wages and benefits you've lost between the date of your termination and the date your case is resolved, whether that's through settlement or a verdict. This includes not only your base salary or hourly wages, but also any overtime pay, bonuses, and benefits like health insurance or retirement contributions that you would have received if you hadn't been wrongfully terminated. You may also be eligible for front pay, which compensates you for future lost wages if you're unable to find a comparable job after your termination. Courts typically award front pay when it's clear that your termination has harmed your long-term earning potential, especially if your former job was unique or highly specialized. In addition to lost wages, you may be able to recover damages for emotional distress. Wrongful termination just doesn't impact your wallet. It can also take a serious toll on your mental and emotional well-being. Being fired under unfair or illegal circumstances can cause anxiety, depression, and stress, especially if your termination impacts your ability to support your family. If you can demonstrate that your wrongful termination caused significant emotional suffering, you may be awarded compensation for that harm. Another category of damages involves reputational harm. Being fired can damage your professional reputation, making it harder to find a new job. If your employer acted maliciously or defamed you during or after your termination, you may be entitled to compensation for the damage done to your career and personal reputation. And in some cases, you may be eligible for punitive damages. Punitive damages are meant to punish the employer for particularly egregious or malicious conduct. These are less common, but may be awarded if your employer's actions were especially harmful or showed a reckless disregard to your rights. Finally, if you hired a lawyer to help you with your case, you may be able to recover attorney's fees and court costs. Many employment laws allow for the recovery of legal expenses if you win your case, meaning you won't have to bear the full financial burden of pursuing justice. At Harmon Law, we understand how devastating wrongful termination can be, not just financially, but emotionally and professionally. That's why we're committed to helping employees fight for the compensation they deserve. Thank you for watching and take care.